Hi, it's Robin. It's been a while since I've been on, so I thought I'd come on and say hi. I received a unit yarn ball winder. It's the heavy duty and an Amish Swift for my family for Christmas. Well, actually, they got me gift cards, and that's what I bought with it. So anyway, it works. Here, let me get this out of the way. Sitting here at my computer. Okay, works wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This is part of my last bit of yarn that I bought, and I honestly don't know the colorway. This one I know I'm going to make. It's called Caramel. It's Cascade 220, and I want to make either a Mr. Bakery Bear or a moose. And because I did make one moose, and I think I posted on Rav if you are part of Ravelry and part of Pen Hook and Needles, and they were having a cow along with the Bakery Bear podcast, and I actually won a little bag, random draw, but it's my little moose, so cute. He's so cute. Anyway, I think his nose is a bit, the whole nose thing is a little too long, but, and these are not the legs that are supposed to be on it. These are Sharon O'Hala's, um, her little Bigfoot legs, because he didn't want to stand. And then after I did the moose, I wanted a reindeer, and this is this poor little thing. This is a free pattern from Ravelry, crocheted reindeer based on Sven. See how cool, wait a minute, cool looking that reindeer looks with his mane and his pointy legs and stuff. Oh gosh, my first attempt. um, yeah, no, it just not even in the same ballpark as that's what the picture is. Um, yeah, he was quite a challenge. I mean, this reindeer has instead of the magic circle, you have to do the chain two and then 10 or 6 or 8 single crochet into the chain, and then do from there. And it was quite different. And of course, the legs are the spindly ones, and I really thought that I um, stuffed them pretty tight, because you can see the stuffing through them, and you're not supposed to see that. And he does not stand well on top of looking like he's scared to death. Um, but he does have a little hair on his hoovies. So I made him, and of course, as you can see, look at the poor antlers. I mean, it's just, yeah. I love him anyway. So I decided, well, I'm going to try him again because the antlers was just such a mess. And it was a mess doing it, and his eyes are off. And anyway, so this was all during the Christmas holidays too, by the way, when I was off and stuff. And I must have did too much or whatever, because then I lost my toy making mojo, I guess. So I did start another head, which I think is a little better. Does it look like the other one? Not at all. And it was the same. Of course, the lighting here is not all that great. See, his this one is skinnier, and his face is fatter. Of course, I put the eyes in the right place so he doesn't look like he's scared to death. The antlers are bigger, of course, and so I just got to make the body and the legs. And I think I'm going to try to do the the little Bigfoot legs, like on my moose. Maybe he'll stand. And a problem is this is so heavy that it depends on where you put it on the body. It goes, poof, poof, you know, it won't stand up anyway. And if you put it so where it like sits like this, if you put it like that, then you can't see it because the head's up too high, you know, and the head should actually, it sits so you can see it. And I've not got the placement down right. So we have to work on that. But we were busy. Anyway, the Unitt, it's UNITT. It works on acrylic. I didn't need my Swift to wind, like this was the remainder of a Red Heart Super Saver sparkly white. You can see the sparkles, yeah. See sparkles in there. So it's great. I paid I think it was $36.99 American on Amazon, and that was for the ball winder, and the Swift I think was 22. And there's no mechanized parts on the Swift. It's just wood. It's an Amish Swift, and it doesn't really need any kind. It just does it on its own. And crap, I shouldn't be talking. Anyway, so that's that. And another work in process, which I'm not sure about, is I cast on with Little Bobbin Knits Christmas Eve. I cast on socks, along with everybody else. This is my BF sock. I don't know what the colorway is. This is the teal. This is the teal blue. It looks royal, but it's actually teal. It's teal blue, and I've got the heel done. And wait a minute, where's it at? There's the heel. So, boom. So now I'm starting on, of course, the foot. And I don't know. I think this is too big, actually. My BF's leg is not beefy. You know, his calf is quite. It's muscular, but it's not beefy. So I'm not sure about that one. But all you can do is try it, right? And I didn't do Fish Lips Kiss heel. This is the regular heel that came with the pattern that I'm using, which is a free pattern. The man's basic sock right here. And it's a work in process. And it's living in my bag I made. I love that material. It's called Sphinx. I actually bought a yard of it. I was going to make a quilt for myself, and a yard of it. It was nothing. I should have bought, if I was going to actually seriously making a quilt, I would have bought 2 or 3 yards. But speaking of that, my sewing machine is dead. It totally crapped out on the tension. I mean, we're talking huge loops, bird nests on the back end. No matter what I do, I super cleaned it, did everything the internet tried. So this weekend, me and a friend are going down to Middlefield to Al's sewing machine. And apparently he's done a lot on her machines, so we're going to try that. And hopefully he'll be able to get it so where I can use it again. She let me borrow, she's so generous, she let me borrow her, she's got five machines. Not bad, but it's a Brother Quilt Club 1300, very old, but this thing is so smooth. It's so smooth, but I managed to mess up the tension on that a little bit. It came back, but it's yeah. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do there. And I don't know if any of you follow Tilly Trout on YouTube, and we are all on the. She has a group called Trout Mail, and we're doing cozy alongs. And this should be so stinking easy. Doing a tea cozy. Third try. Boom. Third try. I'm so disgusted with this tea cozy. It's not even funny. This is 35 stitches across. It shouldn't be 35. It should be 25 according to... This is what I'm trying to make. This is a free pattern, by the way. Free pattern. It's Rosebud's Tea Cozy. Sorry. I used this again. Doesn't really look... There you go. It's absolutely gorgeous. It really is very, very pretty. And as you might remember, they don't make the yarn that was in the in this pattern, so I had to get alternate. So I got Cascade Yarns Swaddle in the... Oh goodness. It's colorway 6. So anyway, it's looking a little messy because, you know, I've got like 3 different bunches of hanks that I've had to tear apart and restart again. So, and for the Rosebud, I'm using Cascade. Here's my first little Rosebud I made. Poor little thing. Sorta. Yeah, it needs a little bit more work. But, yeah. So that's using, well, yes, actually that's 220, Cascade 220 Super Wash. And this is just magenta here. They didn't have red. They had some really horribly light pink that I have light pink in here, and I didn't want a light pink rose, you know. They didn't even have yellow, because I would have picked the yellow rose because yellow roses are my favorite, but they didn't have yellow in the... So, yeah, but you guys got magenta. And for the leaves, I bought Plymouth Yarn Galway. Lighting, it's a little true there. These are for the leaves. The leaves don't look like they're going to be very hard to make. And the colorway is 195. I don't know what color that is. Maybe just green. Like I said, the leaves don't look hard to make. The rose is going to take a little bit because, of course, you know, I have to do a line of 34, and then I've got to roll it, and I've got to sew it as I'm rolling it, and I've got to try to shape it so that this stays open, so you can see the pearl bumps, but this isn't so tight that the bud is, you know, it's really very... Well, I'm supposed to make 15, so by the end of the 15th one I should have it down pretty good. So that's my part of my works in process. I do have another pair of socks with my Zauberball, but I've not touched those because I'm really seriously thinking about taking them apart. And number one, I want to do 2 socks at a time. Number 2, I want to try and do the... oh my goodness, what sock is it? It's... oh my goodness, here it is. It's the Broken Seed Stitch Socks. It's a free, I really think with the color of the Zauberball, I think that would be really good instead of just plain. I'm also going to go to my local yarn shop on Saturday when I'm ready for the heel, to turn the heel. Sorry, I don't know whether to look. I don't know whether to look at myself or whether to look at that. When I'm ready to turn the heel, because I'm doing something wrong, I think. So watching videos just isn't helping that anymore. So that's... I pretty much decided I'm going to do that. And my Pen Hook and Needles has a sweater along. I really toyed with the idea of joining that, but I do have a sweater started. But number one, I don't like the sweater that I'm doing, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to frog that. I love the yarn. It's the Outback or the Outlaw yarn. I really, really love the color. I like the yarn. It's really nice to work with. But I don't like the actual pattern. It's not that it's hard or anything, because right now I'm just on the ribbing. But I want to work something in the round where I don't have to seam anything, and this is not that pattern. And Stacey Perry has one, a raglan for a beginner, like your first sweater, that there's no seaming, and that's really what I want to try to do. Because eventually I'd like to try to make my BF a sweater. They have a Mr. Darcy sweater that Baba Bats made for her significant other, and she said it was really, really easy to do, and I really, really liked the color that she made, and I'm a copycat. What do I say? And that was her first sweater that she did, although she seems to be quite more experienced in knitting than I am. It seems like I am not comfortable, that much comfortable making toys knitting style, even though there's some really nice knitted toys out there. I'm better with hats and garments and such, and with crochet, not so much with the garments. With crochet, it's the toys all the way. The amigurumi, absolutely love that stuff. It's really, really cool. With garments and crochet, I have a very hard time at the ends, finding the last stitch I'm supposed to do, and the ends always go like this, or I'm always adding a stitch where I shouldn't because I think there's a stitch there and there isn't. Even with some of the amigurumi stuff, when I'm doing tails, I have to like chain 35 or chain 31, and then I have to single crochet through the to go back up to make the tail, and to try to count that it's hard, but the magic circle's not hard, and counting in a circle, that's not hard, because I've already marked the last stitch, so I can always count and see, if I'm not counting right and stuff. And there's really a very marked starting and stopping, which going back and forth, not so much. Which I really want to work on that, because there's a lot of like that peppermint throw, Erin, Gimme Yarn 418. I have the pattern. I'd like to make that for myself, the peppermint pattern of the Afghan. I think that's really, really sharp, the red and the white. And Zoe, 24 karat crochet, she has a spiral hats that she does. I really like that. Maybe that'll be a lot easier and stuff, but it seems like there's never enough time, or I don't make enough time to do it. And so, oh my goodness, it's almost 20 minutes. Other than that, I hope everyone's new year has started off good. Mine is started off quite nice. Work is still going strong. Usually we have a layoff in January, but it doesn't seem like we're going to get there's going to have to be a worry of a layoff this year, which is, it's such a blessing from God not to have to worry about that. But that's about it. So have a good day.